Good friends. Mr. Speaker, he is a man who really was very principled. He was a very principled man. And I don't want to go into other details because we have discussed politics with him in this country. And every other time we try to persuade him, he will say, this one, I will take it to my grave. Therefore, he's a man we will miss, and he's a man who has left a lot of marks in people's life. May the Lord rest his soul, and may God Almighty help his family through. And Mr. Speaker, we must really make a decision as this House, because we have lost people. We have lost a lot of senior citizens in this country just because of lack of oxygen. In the county of Isiolo, the last 1 month, we have lost about 8 people just because my county cannot provide oxygen. And they are being rushed to Nairobi, and they all die on the way. Therefore, as a House, Mr. Speaker, we must really address this issue. Thank you.
Now, there was some hue and cry about the female gender, isn't it? Honorable Adagala.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. On my behalf and the people of Vihiga County and ANC National Congress, as a party, we want to mourn our colleague, Honorable Justus Murunga. Murunga was a great man. He talked to me last, telling me that I should inform other members that he's unwell admitted in Aga Khan, Kisumu, of which I did. So within a short time, I learned that he has passed on. I wish to say on behalf of the Amman National Congress, I wish to say to the family of Honorable Murunga, may God see them through this trying moment. And as a party, we are mourning him greatly. During the campaigns, I remember we used to traverse in the sugarcane farms looking for votes for him. But he has gone to rest. May I say, may his soul rest in eternal peace, and the family take heart. ANC family, we are mourning. We are mourning a great son of the soil, from the Mumia lineage in Matungu, Mumias, Kakamega County. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honorable Elsie Muhanda.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for granting me this moment. I wish to convey the condolences of the people of Kakamega County and my family for the loss of this great man, Honorable Murunga. Mr. Speaker, it comes at a time when Kakamega has faced a lot of deaths. We have lost 4 doctors just recently. So as Mama County, I have a very heavy heart at this particular time. And Mheshimiwa Murunga, Mr. Speaker, was one member who did not look at whether you are in ODM, ANC, Jubilee. He cut across all of us. He supported me as a woman rep in my affirmative action. He supported me on matters of widows, on matters of the youth, on the matters of those living with special needs. Surely we are going to miss him. And Mr. Speaker, I urge the media, you know, this is a time that we are mourning, but you find that in all medias, you find all sorts of allegations on the honorable member. Let the media be kind to our honorable Murunga. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you.
Well, of course, I did indicate that in keeping with our Parliamentary Service Commission practice, we have an ad hoc committee chaired by the Majority Whip, who indeed was the first person to break the news to me on Saturday night, Honorable Wangwe.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the people of Navaholo, on behalf of my family, and on my own behalf, allow me, Honorable Speaker, to pass my sincere condolences to the family and the people of Matungu following the demise of my colleague, Honorable Murunga, Justus. Honorable Speaker, back at home, Honorable Murunga is my neighbor. The constituencies border each other, mine and that of Mheshimiwa Washiali and Mheshimiwa Murunga. Honorable Murunga, to me, Honorable Speaker, was a dear friend. We interacted, he visited my constituency, and actually the last time he was in my constituency, we were doing an Arambe for the Catholic Church, and he actually came and supported me so dearly. I've also severally been to his constituency. Mine is just to say, Honorable Speaker, this great man had two peculiar characteristics, Honorable Speaker. One, Honorable Murunga could rather leave the meeting early, but he would never let you down when it comes to an appointment. He was one serious man who kept time. When I was his vice chair on the Committee on Agriculture, Honorable Speaker, he was one of the reliable members whom I could know that tomorrow we are going to have this quorum, and he had the quorum. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Murunga also, his character was friendship. He never knew one single party. From the time he joined this assembly, Honorable Speaker, he treated himself as a leader, and he cut across all political divide. He was a friend to any legislator in this House, Honorable Speaker. And that, Honorable Speaker, made me to really look at Honorable Murunga as a leader who would go miles, who would take the people of Matungu far. In that point, Honorable Speaker, and in line with the task you've given me through PSC to chair the committee of his funeral, I'll just, Honorable Speaker, say I'll do that task honorably and seek that my colleagues support me in terms of planning so that we move and let the funeral of the great man, this Honorable Murunga, move on very well. Just to remind colleagues, Honorable Speaker, the only living kingdom we have in the country is the Wanga Kingdom. And Honorable Speaker, Mumia Nabongo has a shrine where all of us can go and visit. It is domiciled in Matungu, Honorable Speaker. So this great man is on the lineage of Nabongo, and he will be laid down, Honorable Speaker, honorably to follow the suit of a king, Nabongo of Mumia. With those very many words, Honorable Speaker, I say, may God rest his soul in eternity.
Honorable Sotsi, finally.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I also join my colleagues and on my own behalf and my family to also convey my special condolences to the family, friends, and the good people of Matungu constituency for the demise of our colleague, Honorable Justus Murunga. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Murunga was very close to me, and that friendship started way back in 2017, just before the general election, when I had an opportunity to serve as the Secretary General of ANC party. And Honorable Murunga, he displayed a rare virtue of resilience, because Honorable Murunga, during the nomination, he faced numerous litigants, opponents who dragged him all through to all courts. And he remained firm, consistent, and eventually, Mr. Speaker, he won the election. Ever since that, we have always remained close friends, even though on one or two occasions we could have divergent opinion on matters of politics. But I have on many occasions visited his constituency to conduct various development activity, and he has also visited my home in Vihiga. So I have lost a great friend, a member of my party, and someone who loved everyone, and someone who took a stand, and it would be very difficult to change his position on matters of politics or ideology. As we mourn our friend, we are aware that our friend had huge expectations about the challenges the sugarcane farmers are facing, especially in the Mumias sugar belt, and it was his hope that during his tenure as a member of parliament for Matungu, the issue of Mumias Sugar Company would be resolved. So I wish that we work towards realizing what he thought in terms of revival of the sugar industry. For those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, I wish to say pole to the family of Justus Murunga, and we look forward to giving our colleague a befitting send-off. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Very, very finally, Honorable Ishongwa. Sorry, we can't, there are too many requests, and I do appreciate.
Thank you, Honorable. I wish to join my colleagues in conveying my condolences to the family, friends, relatives, and the people of Matungu on the unfortunate demise of the late Honorable Murunga. It is sad, Honorable Speaker, to be standing before this House today to mourn a brother, a colleague, and an honorable member, Honorable Speaker, who I can speak without any fear of contradiction to say is a man who loved his people, the people of Matungu, was very committed to the cause of uplifting the lives of the people of Matungu. And in return, Honorable Speaker, because I joined Honorable Murunga only towards the end of last month at Indangalasia in Matungu constituency for a church function, together with the Deputy President, and I witnessed that indeed the people of Matungu did love their Member of Parliament and paid him back the love and the commitment that he had. Honorable Speaker, when I was fortunate to have served this House as a chair of the Budget and Appropriations Committee, I can state again without any fear of contradiction that there isn't, probably besides Honorable Washiali, there isn't any other Member of Parliament from the Western Kenya sugar belt who was more committed to the issue of Mumias Sugar Company than the late Honorable Murunga. Not once, not twice, not thrice, Honorable Speaker, during the budget making process, Honorable Murunga would confront me along the corridors and tell me in Swahili, Bwana Chairman, kama hakuna pesa ya Mumiasi, hakuna budget. And he was very consistent on that. If there is no money for Mumias Sugar to revive Mumias Sugar, there is no budget. Honorable Speaker, in 2018-2019 budget process, when we conducted the public participation meetings in Kakamega, I did not manage myself to go to Kakamega, but the members who went to Kakamega will bear me witness, those who serve in the Budget and Appropriations Committee, that is a time that the people of Matungu had serious insecurity issues. And the one request that the Honorable Murunga went to before the Budget Committee with was the establishment of the construction of a police station in Matungu that helped to stem the insecurity issues that were there. And I thank God and thank the Budget and Appropriations Committee and this House that this House was able to step in to help not just Honorable Murunga, but the people